The appliance that has gotten me through it is this bad boy right here. A lot of us are a little bit confused about what an air fryer is. Air rushes down and around the food. This rapid circulation makes the food crisp, much like deep frying, but without the oil. Thanks, Professor. While the definition is fine and dandy, we want to really know how the food tastes. But really one of the biggest perks of the air fryer, whether you're keto or not, is that it is a huge time saver in the kitchen. So many of us now work, we have kids, we have the after school activities, we still may be homeschooling, who knows? But one of the most precious things that we have in our life is time. In fact, I did a video over here about how we can convert some of our favorite recipes from the oven, from the slow cooker to the air fryer. And technically we can say that the air fryer saves us about a third of the time that something in the oven would take to cook. And 10-15 minutes is a huge deal in today's world. What else is fantastic about the air fryer is that we can use it to warm up leftovers. So not only can we cook a fantastic meal in this bad boy, but instead of throwing something in our microwave, we can hurry up and throw it in here and it'll almost give this crispy life back to it. So if you're making, for example, our keto French fries, which are made with turnips, which I'll link here, you can click in the description box for that link to that video, you may not eat them all. And instead of putting them in the microwave where they come out sad, we don't want a sad, soft French fry. We want it really crispy. So you throw it back in here and it'll give it that really good crisp. I know this is a huge concern for you, and that is counter space. The great news is most of our air fryers are pretty small and can stay on the counter. We have ours set on the cutting board here, so it looks nice, and I promise you're gonna use it a whole bunch. I use my air fryer at least 3 times a week to make easy supper meals. If you're wanting an example of a great supper meal, we have our keto sausage and peppers, which is absolutely delicious. I'm a family of 4. All 4 in my family eat that dinner. The air fryer is very set and go. So when we plan our menus in our clinic, I realize that you may get home and you need to check the mail, you need to pay bills. So before you do that, you can throw your supper in here, turn it on. It's just a 1 knob thing, and you can go quickly pay the bills, straighten up, get the table set, and by the time that's done, you will have your delicious supper. I want to get to the meat and potatoes, but scratch out those potatoes there. The air fryer uses the oils that we love on the keto diet. So what do I mean? Well, folks use the air fryer because it gives food a crisp. But one of the biggest perks is that we don't use as much fat. Now I know I've taught you that, hey, a little bit of oil and some fat is okay. But here's the great news about the air fryer. It cooks at a higher temperature. And what that means is that it needs a higher temperature oil, because if the oil burns, it's gonna stink. We're gonna get some smoke, and nobody likes that. But the great news is that our avocado oil, which is perfect on our keto plans, and extra light olive oil is wonderful in here. Now, technically, we can use about 80% less fat if we're converting a recipe to our air fryer. So for example, deep frying French fries, even though we don't really eat French fries on keto, and I made them turn up, like I said earlier, we would just spray the basket, we would spray the top of the food, and we would put it in here. Now, let me show you a super secret little item you're gonna wanna purchase as well. That is our oil mister. So you could take your avocado or your extra light olive oil, put it in here, give it a little pump, and give it a spray. Fantastic news for us. Now here's the thing. I know you're saying, well, Shelly, where am I gonna get my fat from? Well, when your item's done, you can definitely toss it in a little bit more olive oil or avocado oil, but to cook, to give it that crisp, we technically don't need as much oil. My favorite reason of all, are you ready? Drum roll, dun, 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 is we can batter our foods. What? Okay, let me explain. So you go to your favorite fast food restaurant that serves fried chicken, and there's this amazing kind of crispy skin batter, and I have to be honest, that is the part that I just love. It kind of brings that feeling to me. We can make our own keto-based batter, and it can go in the air fryer. It's 3 ingredients, and when we make batters, it's made in 3 steps. So you make an assembly line. Your first bowl, you're gonna have your almond flour. Your second bowl, you're gonna have your egg whitewash. Your third bowl, you're gonna have either crushed pork rinds, maybe a little Parm cheese, something really that kind of gives it that crunch. And you take maybe your chicken, you take your maybe turnips, you take something you really want it to have that amazing batter, and you dunk it in your almond flour, then you dunk it in your egg wash, and you dunk it in those pork rinds, and you throw it in the air fryer, and you're just gonna have this amazing crunch. And that is what has gotten me through this, because I can't lie, I love some fried food and I miss it. I mean, when people say, oh, I don't miss that, look, I don't miss pasta, I don't miss any of that, I miss some fried food. Great way to get it in, and we get that fried food still with the air fryer. Is it better than the oven? Yes, because if we would put that battered fish or battered fried chicken in the oven, just the top part would crisp, that bottom part would get that weird kind of just, functified, almost kind of liquid goo, I like to call it. Not in here. So if you're keto and you don't have an air fryer, I just gave you some awesome reasons to go grab one of these bad boys. But if you do have an air fryer, I want you to comment below on your favorite recipe. I'm Shelly. If you love this video, give it a like. And because I'm sure you just purchased your air fryer, you're gonna wanna click over here to see some amazing air fryer recipes. Take care, gang.